Hello friends, and welcome back to Swiftlessons for another lead guitar tutorial. In today's session, I'm going to be showing you how I use chord shapes to reveal melodic possibilities when jamming over top of minor chord progressions. So we're going to get started learning some chord positions up and down the fretboard, then we're going to put them to work to create a routine that will include some arpeggios and melodic phrases. I got a full tab for you, as always, at patreon.com/swiftlessons. You can support the channel there, gain access to a ton of extra resources for all my popular YouTube guitar lessons. Now, let's get started. Okay, close look at the fretboard, getting started with section 1, useful chord shapes. So the chords I'm going to be showing you are commonly used in the key of A minor, and really they can be played all over the fretboard. But the positions that I'm going to be showing you are particularly useful for soloing on the top 3 strings, G string, B string, and the high E string. So I'm going to show you a bunch of shapes, then we're going to tie them together, actually put them to work to create a practice routine, a bunch of licks that you can practice and implement into your playing. Okay, so your first chord shape is going to be A minor. All right, playing it here off the 5th fret position, sounds like this. Okay, I've got the 7th fret of the D string, and then I'm barring across the 5th frets of the G, B, and high E strings. A minor. Now, I particularly like this shape because it's very easy to arpeggiate. And then start getting into some of the notes that you might find in one of your minor scales, usually the natural minor. Okay, very Spanishy. The next shape is going to be the 4 chord D minor, played with a bit of a staircase kind of shape. All right, we're going to be using this shape a lot. Okay, so this is the 7th fret of the G string, the 6th fret of the B string, and the 5th fret of the high E string. D minor. Okay, moving on to the next shape, we're going to have G major. Just played with a D shape, literally transposed up to the key of G, 7th fret position. So I've got 7, 8, 7, G major. These notes are going to come in handy if the chord progression goes to a G major chord. All right, one more and then we'll review. We're going to have E minor, that staircase shape again. All right, now we've got 9, 8, 7, E minor. You put those together and we have A minor, the 4 chord D minor, going up to G major, and E minor. Okay, now, very commonly in minor keys, the 5 chord E is played as major. Think of House of the Rising Sun. So we want to be able to play this as major as well. We're going to just switch our fingers up. Now I've got the 9th fret of the G string, I've got the 9th fret of the B string, and also the 7th fret of the high E string. E major, it's just a piece of the A position bar chord shape. After that E major chord, we're going to have another position of A minor, now played with a D minor shape transposed up to the key of A minor. I've got the 9th fret of the G string, the 10th fret of the B, and the 8th fret of the high E string. All right, so far we have going from A minor to A minor, D minor, G major, E minor, E major, A minor. All right, we're gonna take that first shape that we learned now, transpose it to the 4 chord D minor. So we have another position of D minor that is very useful for soloing over top of minor keys. 12th fret of the D string, and then barring across the 10th frets of the G, B, and high E string. Again, very nice for arpeggiating. Okay, and then throwing in some melodic licks from the scale. Okay, also in this position, the 10th fret position, we're going to have another spot for playing G major. Okay, now I've got 12 and 12 on the G and B, and then also 10th fret of the high E string. Okay, G major there. Again, coming from that A-rooted bar chord shape. All right. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with another position of A minor. Right there, that staircase shape coming back at you once again. We've got 14, 13, and 12. Again, very nice for arpeggiating and playing some melodic licks. Okay, here's all of your chord shapes. Of course, there are other ones that are in these positions, but these are the ones that I just wanted to share with you for today. A minor, D minor, G major, the E minor, the E major, A minor again in the D minor position. All right, then we're gonna have D minor, we're gonna have G major, and also A minor once again. Okay, practice those chords, get them into muscle memory. Then once you have them, go on to the next section. I'm going to be showing you some licks. Okay, very good, everybody. We have those chord shapes down, and now we're jumping into a practice routine. But before we get there, I want to remind you all that you can support the channel at patreon.com/Swiftlessons. If you become a member today, you're going to gain access to a ton of extra resources, including, of course, tabs for all my videos, but also some specialized patron-only content. So check it out, patreon.com/Swiftlessons, if you need a little extra help going from that beginner to that advanced level. Okay, jumping into your routine, it's going to sound like this at a very slow tempo, then I'll break it down for you lick by lick. Okay, let's break that down. Okay, so this routine outlines the progression A minor, G major, A minor, D minor, and then A minor, E major, and then back to A minor. And it's gonna have a kind of 3/4 kind of feel. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, getting started with your first lick over A minor. Sounds like this. Okay, very simple. I hit the open A string just to kind of set the mood and to represent that A minor chord. Then I'm gonna play 6, 7 on the D string. That's your harmonic minor scale, very exotic. From there, just arpeggiate the chord. 5, 5, 5, 7, 8, getting into the natural minor scale. Okay, then from there the G major chord's going to come in, so we're just going to arpeggiate that G shape that we had. Okay, but I'm using index, middle, index on the fretboard. So far you have. Okay, then moving back to A minor, we're going to have. Okay, so now I'm using that A minor chord shape, and I'm going to play index, middle, index, pinky. So 9, 10, 8, 12. And my pick is moving down, 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 up, with kind of a sweeping kind of motion, or a rest stroke. Then just go down the scale. Okay, so 12, 10, 8, 12 on the B string, 10, 8. Then as the D minor chord comes in, we want to feature a note that's inside of that chord. That's how visualizing these chord shapes helps me play solos. Okay, this reveals which notes will work in my melody. Okay, so the 6th fret of the B string for the chord D minor. All right, then we're going to play to get back to A minor. I needed a note that was inside of that A minor chord for it to work melodically. Okay, so hammer pull, 5, 6, 5, 7 on the G, 5, and then back to 5 on the B. So far we have. Okay, we're gonna vibrato on that note. And then hammer pull. And then prepare for the E major chord. All right, so this is how I'm transitioning to the E chord here. I'm going to go hammer pull, 7 on the G, 5, 7 on the D, and then go down 1/2 step, harmonic minor scale again. That's the major third of our E chord, and then slide up to the 9th fret of the D string. Okay, so coming from A minor. All right, then we're going to finish up. All right, that was the G string. I'm barring now across the 9th fret of the G string and B string. It's part of that E major position. So even though I'm not playing these shapes actually, and I'm not using the same fingers, I'm still able to visualize them like constellations up and down my fretboard. Okay, so. So after we slid to the 9th fret D string, we're going to play G string, 9th fret, the B string, 9th fret, up to 10, back to 9, then 9 on the G, back to 9 on the B, and then right there, reaching an A note on the B string. That's part of that A minor chord shape. Okay, put all that together and we have A minor, G major, back to A minor, D minor, A minor, E major. You notice how I did a little pull off there. Then I'm back to A minor, and let's get into just some descending chord shapes here. Your A minor chord, I'm using pick, finger. The G major chord. All right, the A minor chord again. The G major chord. And then an A minor chord shape with your pinky on the 7th fret of the high E string. That's A minor, add 9. So we literally just went back and forth between A minor and G, but while descending down the fretboard, and that's very cool. So A minor, G, A minor, G, A minor. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this lesson on minor soloing. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Hope you're enjoying all those extra resources. Thanks to you guys, I got many more lessons coming up, so keep checking in. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia, saying happy picking.